After playing the Division Resurgence or Division Mobile for around 12 hours, I was really surprised what I actually thought after playing the game that far, because it was completely opposite what I was expecting. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have never been much for mobile games, so when I heard about Division Resurgence, also known as Division Mobile, I wasn't that hyped. And I was actually a bit annoyed that it would be a wasted opportunity since it is on the phone, and that it would have been better as a console/PC game. Well, I still wish that it was though, but the game really did surprise me. As a PC gamer for the last almost 2 decades, I think, this felt like I was playing Division 1 on console. But they have said that 60 FPS will be available on launch, which is just nuts for this mobile game, and it really takes the mobile gaming to the next level. So I'm actually quite excited for this title, and I think it could be amazing for the Division universe as a whole, with a lot of potential for new players, because it opens up to a completely new market, and that, if we ever get Division Heartland, maybe at some point we get Division 3, that's gonna all add to it. In today's video, I'm gonna go through my first impressions of Division Resurgence, or Division Mobile, whatever you wanna say. I will not go too deep into everything, since I only played around 12 hours. But expect me to do that at a later stage when I get more hours in. Also, make sure you tune in to my live stream after watching this video at twitch.tv/widdz, where I will be watching Ubisoft Forward and also show and answer questions about the Division's Resurgence. So if I missed anything, feel free to come there and ask me questions and we can take a look at it. With that said though, what is the Division Resurgence? It is basically, in my opinion, Division 1.5 for the mobile phone, which probably doesn't sound that exciting, but wait a bit. They actually have official controller and keyboard and mouse support for the game. So before you get scared that it's a mobile game, I actually did play this with a controller on the phone while I plugged in the phone to my monitor or my big TV. And I did this with a HDMI adapter from the iPhone to the TV or monitor, but I also did this through a software using Wi-Fi, and it both worked really good. So we're back in New York with 100% copy and paste from Division 1 world, I would say, which also includes Dark Zone, which I did play, and we will get to that later though. But the game to me really feels like the Division 1 with some stuff from the Division 2, like UI, the way gear works, the way manhunt works, and stuff like that. So in short, Division 1 in a mobile format with a new main story, missions, and more stuff. So it's the same gameplay mechanics, of course, as Division 1 and 2, a cover-based shooter, which I've been saying a lot of times that it's really outdated, because I think it is. However though, for the phone, it actually does make a lot of sense, because with a controller or mouse and keyboard now, it's pretty easy to move around your character and still shoot. But when you play on the phone, if you don't have controller or mouse, it's actually pretty hard to move around and shoot at the same time, so the game makes a lot of sense for that. The graphics and the visuals actually looks really impressive. I played the game on an iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is one of the lowest entry points I believe for this game, and I think that phone is over 3 years old. So I couldn't actually run the game on the highest setting, but I could run it on high. So I did play on that first, but eventually I lowered it because I didn't want to overheat my phone, and to make sure the performance was good. I didn't really notice too much difference between high and lower or lowest though. But you know me, I don't really care too much about graphics, so yeah, I just played it on the lowest. But I was really impressed with the graphic as a whole. They also have day and night cycles, intense snowing, dynamic weather, highly detailed open world, just like Division 1 and 2, which I was quite surprised and impressive to see on the phone, because I didn't think they would like add in the snow and dynamic weather and all that when it just for the phone. So pretty cool to see that. Talking about the performance, it was running pretty well, but my phone, as I said, is like 3 years old, and it's definitely seen better days. So I don't really dare to say too much, but I am impressed how well my phone could actually handle it, because I was thinking that it would struggle. But almost most of the time it was holding 30 FPS, but it was drops here and there at times. But that could have been because of my phone, which I'm pretty sure was the issue, because it was getting really hot. So overall, performance and bugs was never an issue at all, so really smooth. So I found some quite interesting settings when it comes to the options. So when I was in and looking, to my surprise, I saw this section right here that shows keyboard and mouse support. But why would they have that in a game officially like Division Mobile? Like, I'm completely new to gaming on the phone, but mouse and keyboard to use on a phone seems quite like advanced to get working, or at least like you do need additional stuff, which I do believe I did order some of that stuff, so I will see if I can get that to work. So I will get that tomorrow, which is Tuesday, so hopefully I can get that working. But like, if you compare that to a PlayStation controller, you can just take the PlayStation controller, Bluetooth it on the phone, and you're literally ready to go. And that's what I did, and that worked extremely well. It literally felt like playing Division 1 on console. But with them having mouse and keyboard there, I'm kind of thinking, like, are they gonna do an official PC version of this game like Blizzard did with Diablo Immortal? Which I really hope that they will do. But I think I heard before that that will not be the case. I still think it would be quite dumb to not do it though, especially when the game plays so well with a controller or mouse and keyboard. Like, if that's not the case, I think we will be able to use an emulator, which is not official, and play it on PC that way, which I was trying to do a few months ago, but I didn't get it to launch because it missed something. But really, I hope we get an official version for PC, especially considering the game is built on Unreal Engine 4. So I imagine it wouldn't be a big issue at all to get it to PC, but maybe they don't want to have that because people play on PC versus on the phone. But I don't think there would be that big of a difference. Like, you will get 60 FPS on the phone, you can still have controller and even mouse and keyboard on the phone. So like, what would be the difference really if you would play it on PC? Like, it would just be so much better, and it would open up for even more players, especially if they have an official client like that. So I really hope that they will do that. Maybe we have to start a petition, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would play it if you can play it from the PC. So hopefully they will look into that, or hopefully we get that. When it comes to multiplayer in Division Resurgence, the game is just as Division 1 and 2, but actually it's a bit better, because they actually did something that I've been saying a lot of time that they should be adding in the newer Division games, and that is to make the whole map a MMO experience. So while running around in the open world, you can actually run into other players. Like, how amazing isn't that? I believe that the full open world is shared, so if you do an activity, it will disappear for the other players as well. So it would kind of work like Dark Zone in that sense, just that you can't go rogue in the light zone or open world. That's what I've been saying that it should work before, and I believe that is how it works. However, this playtest had a little amount of players, so I only ran into 1 or 2 players. So it was really hard to see if you shared like that open world activities together, but I'm 99% sure that's the case, which is amazing. And I think a lot of people been wanting that in Division. That's why people want a PvE Dark Zone, but now we'll get that. So amazing. Then of course the game have PvP, so we do have the normal conflict, which is 4v4 PvP team action. But as I said before, this test was really limited in players, so I couldn't check that out. I'm honestly really interested to see how PvP will work in this game though, since the phone have pretty crazy aim assist, which I do believe gets a bit less when you use a controller compared to just using the phone input, which is good, I guess. But it had other stuff like the movement, medkit, gunplay, and all those things, it actually feels like Division 1. But it's hard for me to say. I haven't played a mouse and keyboard and not 60 FPS. But like the movement feels snappy. The medkits are instant use, but they're over time. And they're also cooldown based. And you can use 2 medkits at the same time, basically. But they have cooldown and they regenerate that way, which is pretty cool to see. And yeah, movement-wise, I think it is more similar to Div 1 than Div 2. Like, I think this build is mainly based off Division 1 because they probably worked on this for a really long time because it is an ambitious mobile game. With that said though, I'm really interested to see if this PvP can actually be fun and playable. Because, I mean, if it feels like Division 1 and it's like Division 1.5, that would be amazing. Then, of course, they also do have Dark Zone, which is the true PvP environment, which works a bit different than in Division 1 and 2. And this was something I was really not happy with the first time I heard about it. But it seems like it could be fine anyway. It's played on the Division 1 Dark Zone in New York, so amazing to be back at that. I only queued 1 match and I was doing it solo since no other players queued up because limited test right. So at level 16 you get Dark Zone, so I hit level 16, queued it up. And I think my gear was really bad because it was actually rough. Like, this was the most bullet spongy elites or high-end NPCs I've seen ever. So that, and there were so many too. So I was struggling and actually dying. So how does a Dark Zone in Division Resurgence work though? It's a bit different, as I said. So I think it's 20 players, maybe it was 24. We'll see it on the screen. A run is 20 minutes. So you need to extract your item when the timer is up, or you will lose the items. And that works the same way with just extraction, like extract and just get it out. Something really funny that they have at extraction now is that they have a turret. You can pay Dark Zone credits, I think it was 50, and you get a turret for like 2 minutes to help you out, which I did activate it, but I'm not sure if you can see it that much in the footage, but I thought that was pretty hilarious to see. But yeah, you matchmake also as a power of 4. I think you can solo matchmake as well because that's what I did. And then it's just normal Dark Zone. I assume the items here will be way better than anywhere else. Like, you just go and kill landmarks, get loot, extract, you can of course go rogue, cut the rope, steal other people's loot. You're just like normal Dark Zone as Division 1 and 2. If you die, you can actually respawn as well, which I didn't know was the case. So that's pretty cool. So you can literally be in there for 20 minutes and then just get out and or just try to extract as much items as possible. There is also voice chat in this game, and actually in the general chat, which I heard about. It should be also like VoIP, I think, like Division 1 and 2. Not sure if that would work in Dark Zone, but that would be interesting to check out later. I don't know if people would use that though. But with all that said though, I will definitely make a standalone video whenever I get to explore Dark Zone more. Probably multiple videos because I love Dark Zone and I'm sure you guys do that as well. So stay tuned for that because there is a lot of Division content, especially Division Resurgence and Heartland, that I will be producing. Because I am missing Division a lot and I'm so excited to be back. So Division Resurgence have quite advanced and a lot when it comes to their progression systems. They all actually have even more stuff, I would say, than Division 2, which is quite crazy. I didn't really focus too much time on it though, and I won't go into too much detail. But I probably get into more videos about that later though. But they had the SHD watch system here as well, so similar to Division 2. You have accommodations, you have gear set, gear with talents on the chest and backpack, sadly, like Division 2. The other gear wouldn't have any talents, but they would have augmentations, which is something new that can make your gear pieces stronger. You can upgrade the gear, which you kind of just get the gear set and you just keep upgrading it. Different rarities. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, so there will be quite a lot of grind when it comes to this game, I'm pretty sure. So, like, just imagine Division 2 and this game have like all of it that Division 2 have, and then probably a few more stuff when it comes to gear as well, I would say. They have something called OS spec or something. You can see here on the screen that just gives you a bit better stats. I guess the gear mods as well you can upgrade. There's a lot of stuff. I will definitely go into that in a later video. This is just first impression video though. In terms of content and updates, I heard that this game will have updates really frequently, and this game is here to stay for years. And after playing it, I can really see that. It's a really ambitious mobile title, and I've never been this excited actually for a mobile game, since it is, in my opinion, Division 1 on the phone. I heard that they will probably have similar season and mana system to Division 2, but hopefully they do it better than Division 2, which I actually think they will, because this is a phone game and it got crazy potential for making money. And hopefully the PvP in this game could be enjoyable, because then I could actually see myself playing this long term. Something I did notice when I did play for like 4 or 5 hours one day was something about experience boost that ended. So I think each day you have a certain experience boost amount, but when you have played a certain amount of time, that will be gone and you will level slower to make sure that you don't get ahead, which I think is a common thing in mobile games. They will gatekeep you like that because they want you to return every day, play a little bit, and that's it, right? They don't want you to be able to grind too much. So I think this is a common thing I've seen in mobile games, to gatekeep you like that. I'm not really sure about how this works and all that, but I thought at least I would mention that. Other than that, there is a lot of dailies and weeklies that gives really good experience. So like, yeah, there's a big emphasis on dailies, I feel like. And of course, there's a lot of claiming stuff like normal mobile games. Doesn't seem to be over the top though. And thinking about it, I think it's quite similar to Division 2 when you claim commendation and all that stuff. Probably a bit more though, but it's not that bad. But that covers most of my first impressions of Division Mobile or Division Resurgence. I have probably missed a bunch of stuff because I was a bit rushed to make this video, because in like 1.5 hours, it's actually Ubisoft Forward, which I will be live streaming on twitch.tv/widdz. Probably will be late though, but then you know why. And yeah, after that, I will be talking about Division Resurgence and go through more of my footage. So if you're interested in more Division Resurgence and you actually want to have any questions or all that, just hit my Twitch stream up, and just, yeah, when Ubisoft Forward is done, I will be answering and showing more of this game. But overall though, I'm surprised after playing this game, and I'm actually excited for this game, which I didn't think I would be. I just hope it doesn't turn pay to win, and please give us an official PC port. That would be so amazing. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you subscribe, since I will be back covering Division again more frequently with all the games on the way. So thank you guys for watching, and I catch you guys on my Twitch stream.